Today I'm going to show you how to use the fraction button on the Casio calculator in order to manipulate fractions and mixed numbers. Okay, question 1, I'm going to do 1/4 times 2/3. To do this, I first go to the fraction button. So this is below the option button. I press that, I type in a 1, use the down arrow to put a 4 at the bottom, then I use the right arrow to move across, press times, and now to create the 2/3, I press the fraction button again, type a 2 at the top, move the cursor down with the arrow, press a 3, move the cursor to the right, and then press equals, and I get the correct answer of 1/6. Question 2, I'm going to do an addition involving mixed numbers. So I have 3 and 1/5, add 6 and 3/11. Okay, before I do that, I'm going to quickly show you how to convert that fraction into a decimal. I go to the S to D button, which stands for surds to decimals, which really means exact values being converted to a decimal equivalent. So when I press that button, my 1/6 is turned into 0.16666 and then a 7 at the end just to round it up. So the correct answer is actually 0.16 recurring like that. Okay, so now question 2, 3 and 1/5 plus 6 and 3/11. I'm going to still use the fraction button, but this time I need to carefully go to second function. So use the shift button to get to the second function. And when I press fraction button now, whoops, that didn't quite take, shift and fraction. Now you can see that I've got 3 sections there. I've got a place with a whole number. So the 3, move across to get to the 1 and down to get to the 5 and then across again, and I've now typed in 3 and 1/5. Be careful, that's not the same as typing a 3 and then putting a fraction next to it. The calculator does not treat that as a mixed number. It actually treats it as 3 times 1/5. You must use that shift and fraction in order to create the mixed number. Okay, so now I can add that to another mixed number. Make sure you've got the 3 boxes. If you haven't, then you've not pressed the shift correctly. Okay, and now I'm going to add 6, move across for the 3, move down for the 11, and then press equals. And my calculator gives me the answer as a top-heavy fraction. So the calculator tells me that this is 521/55. If I want that as a mixed number, I can press shift, answer to decimal, and that converts the answer to a mixed number, 9 and 26/55. And again, if I want to see a decimal approximation, then I just press surd to decimal, and that gives me an answer of 9.47 to 3 significant figures. I won't go into why that's 3 significant figures just now. Okay, the third question that I'm going to do involves a fraction with a calculation at the top and a calculation at the bottom. So how I would answer this one is I would start with the fraction button, and then I will type my calculation at the top, 2 plus √6. Then I'll press the down arrow and type in 7, take 2.1 equals. And now this gives me quite a complicated answer, 20 plus 10√6 all over 49. That's the exact answer, which includes a surd. That √6 is a surd. When I press the S to D button, I get a decimal approximation, which I can write down 0.908 to 3 significant figures.